Hey everyone, it's that time once again. Welcome again to the Discovery edition of the Final Cut. So glad you could join us today as we've got a real wild one for you. This one might go a little long, but it's going to be worth it, trust me, as we look at Ignite Films' 40th anniversary edition of Reanimator. Yes, that classic horror film, that take on H.P. Lovecraft's story, starring Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton and many other great faces and a lot of just wild stuff. So, if you caught our video on the story of G.I. Joe, you know Ignite Films brings it, and man, did they ever with this release. So, we're just going to go right down to it and take a look at everything that they've included in this anniversary release of this cult movie classic. Okay, so here we are with this wonderful sleeve cover with some new art, H.P. Lovecraft's classic tale of horror. I love this. I love this art. This art is gorgeous. I mean, just look at it. It sums up the whole movie so well, and it just looks good. I would love to have that poster, just that poster of that. But man, Ignite Films really doing it and giving some honorable treatment to this film. And then I love the spine as well. We get that kind of off pea green color against black, so it stands right out. Now check this out. This is the list of all the special features that are on this release. Man, when I got this, my mind was just blown with the listing of everything that they've put on here. Not only do they have the legacy bonus features, which is including everything that was put out earlier as bonus features on DVDs and other Blu-ray releases and such on here, but then they've got the new 40th anniversary stuff in here. And this film isn't that long, and these extra features, man, that they have, yeah, it's going to be like twice as long as the movies. So, again, on our packaging, here we have same thing as what was on the slipcover, and on the front, the same art. And yeah, that is a matte finish on there, so that is also a nice choice for this to kind of just give it that smoother look. And then inside, we have our two discs. Check out the similar art that we saw on the cover, but look at that art on the disc. We've got the unrated version, and we've got the integral version. Now, the integral version is one that has a lot of the excessive, extreme gore and horror bits from the European cuts added to it, whereas the unrated version, it's almost the exact same, maybe just a few bits missing from it, but you've got both versions here, and that's just the start of it, okay? So on the unrated disc, you have a commentary from Stuart Gordon, you've got a commentary from the producer and the cast, and then a third commentary with Stuart Gordon again, only this time with also Jesse Merlin and Graham Skipper, who did the musical. And then they have Reanimator at 40, where they discuss with Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton and Brian Usna. They talk about the film. That's 44 minutes alone. Piece by piece, editor Lee Percy talks about editing the film. That's 14 minutes, the horror of it all. They talk about the legacy as an 18-minute list. And you've got directors like Joe Lynch, Mike Mendez. You've got all of these wonderful directors on that one and the horror of it all, talking about what influenced them and why they enjoyed the Reanimator and remember first seeing it. Then we get an interview with Carolyn Purdy Gordon. That was 14 minutes. I Give Life. They look at the musical that, yes, there was a musical for Reanimator the musical, and that's 27 minutes. Then they talk about doing the 4K restoration, reanimating a horror classic. That one's a little shorter one. That's 2 hours and 22 minutes. And then, because it involves the director, there's a 1977 documentary on here called The Organic Theater Company of Chicago that's 27 minutes long. And that is just a wonderful thing that shows you the connections with it and Reanimator and everything. And I didn't even realize this thing. Shows you how, you know, maybe not in the know I am, that this existed, this theater. And that's 27 minutes, plus the 40th anniversary trailer and my personal favorite, isolated score. Gotta love the isolated scores, right? Then, if we hop over to the integral version, you get Animator Resurrect Us. That's an hour and 8-minute BTS document. It's wow. It's yeah, very informative, very entertaining. There's a conversation with director Stuart Gordon and the producer. That's 48 minutes. Interview with the writer, that's 10 minutes. Interview with the composer, Richard Band, 14 minutes. Former Fangoria editor, Tony Timpone, talks about his experiences with seeing Reanimator and that. That's 4 minutes long. There's a broader musical discussion with Richard Band, about 16 minutes long. And I love this one because it was like a scene music breakdown. He took a few scenes and talked about what went into why he picked certain themes and such. There's Catastrophe of Success, talking about more with the organic theater. This was from Arrow Video. It's 13 minutes long. There was a Theater of Blood Arrow Video on here, talking about Reanimator the musical. That's 12 minutes. Barbara Crampton at Film for Fright Fest, having a conversation, 36 minutes. A Guide to Lovecraftian Cinema, which is fascinating about it covers all kinds of films, also featuring, influences of Lovecraft on Reanimator, but that's almost an hour long. Doug Bradley's Spine Chillers, you get a 6-part episode. That's an hour and 38 minutes. There's the audiobook of Herbert West H.P. Lovecraft. You get extended scenes, which there's 23 minutes of, deleted scenes, which is over 2 minutes, plus trailer, TV spots, still gallery. Wow. Folks, if ever any theater or whatnot studio out there wants to do a release of a cult classic, give it to Ignite Films, man, because holy balls, they're the extras on here. Informative, maybe more than you wanted to ever know about Reanimator. But if you're a fan, if you remember seeing this in the theater at a too young age or at the right age, and you just want to know everything, you want a comprehensive collection of everything Reanimator, this is the disc to get from Ignite Films. I was very impressed by it, and if you're a physical media collector who looks for all of those extra tidbits and information, this is going to be the one for you folks. So check it out. If you have seen this or have this, let me know what your thoughts are on all the extras and everything. Like, subscribe, bells and whistles and all that. I appreciate the support. And until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.